Hey everybody, it's Jeff. Welcome to another episode of Stay Rad Wine Blog TV. I've been kind of holding back on putting out videos recently just because I've had a lot of really fun stuff coming in over the last week or so. I got a couple samples from different wineries. I also got some wine that I just ordered online, and I got some fun stuff as gifts for the holiday season. So I was just kind of trying to figure out, which wine I should open up when. But I thought I would start with this sample right here. It's Thursday night. I didn't want to get into anything just big time over the top because, I got to go to bed. I got to work tomorrow. And I kind of want to, enjoy some of those other wines later on. But just yesterday, I got this sample. It's the Robert Mondavi Private Selection Central Coast Coastal Crush Red 2011. It's a blend that's coming from the Central Coast area. So we're looking at 67% Syrah, 24% Merlot, 9% Malbec. And then as far as the areas, they sourced them from Monterey County, San Benito County, Paso Robles, and Valley South. So it's kind of, taken, I guess, the best that the Central Coast has to offer and putting it in one bottle right here. Along the way, they also sent me, Robert Mondavi, they do really good with their literature that they send you for samples, and they sent me some salted caramels to taste along with it, and they also sent this neat little button, "Will you be my coastal crush?" Because Valentine's Day is coming up, and that's kind of the pitch that they're going for. This is a recently released wine. I'm not sure if any of you have tried it yet. It should be on shelves right now. And for $11, I haven't even tasted it yet. Seems like this could be a good value play. But let's see what the glass says. And color-wise, we are getting that dark, inky, purplish color that I always look for in something that's predominantly California Syrah. Again, there is some Merlot and some Malbec in there, right? But again, Syrah being the main grape, you are seeing that really dark, purplish, burgundy type of color there. Young wine, 2011. And I was reading a lot just about the 2011 growing season. Ever since I started paying attention, I remember that year. It was ridiculously cold for a summer. Growing conditions weren't the best, but, some folks in the wine industry would tell you that it's those bad years where you do get these really awesome concentrated grapes that are struggling to kind of make it out there. So, let's see what's happening with this 2011. So on the nose, I am getting some plum, I am getting some raspberry, I'm getting like a spicy vegetal component, I'm getting like a little bit of green pepper action. I'm getting a little bit of cracked black pepper. And it is giving like a sandalwood type of quality. This was on French and American oak for 10 months. It doesn't say whether it was, used oak or anything like that. But I mean, you can definitely sense the wood on this, right? So on the palate, really juicy. Really, really juicy. I got to tell you, I was a little concerned that this wine does have some residual sugar in it, which can be appealing to a lot of folks that are kind of getting into wines. I really like my reds and the majority of my whites to be like bone dry. But I think the residual sugar there, it is, accentuating the juiciness and the ripeness of this fruit. There is a concentration of flavor there. Let me get back into this. really ripe plums, really ripe blackberries, really juicy, pretty jammy, kind of in that fakey fake way. It was kind of what I was expecting for $11. I mean, this is a solid wine at $11. It's not anything that's going to blow your face off. It's definitely a weekday wine, and definitely one, I was just thinking about how, I've got my secret stash of really awesome wine that I save for special occasions, or I save for my friends that are just really, really into wine, that I know they're really, really into wine. And then I've got those wines where it's like, yeah, let's pull this one out and try it, and people are going to like it. And, with the name Robert Mondavi on there, some people go, ooh, Mondavi. But, this is a second or a third label wine from them, and not the best in the world, but it's all right. I mean, I'm giving this a solid 85, right? Let's see how it goes with these caramels right here. So along with it, these are sea salted caramels from Lula's Chocolates in the city of Carmel by the sea. So that's just south of Monterey. Clint Eastwood used to be the mayor there. Gosh, I probably should have unwrapped these things before I started filming. Now you get to watch me struggle. You should see me tie my shoes. It's an adventure. Some of you are laughing right now because you've seen it. Whatever. So, let's see here. Let's open this bad boy up. And, wow, this is kind of neat. Can you guys see the crystallization? So, they're using real sea salt from the Monterey Bay, which is my homestead. Like, I grew up... I worked at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, and every day I would look across the Monterey Bay to see Monterey waiting on the other side. We would tell tourists that island that they thought they saw, we would tell them that was Hawaii. It's just Monterey, and it's around the other end of the bay. So anyways, I am going to take a bite of this bad boy in the center right here, just because I like that the salt on the top is black. That's kind of cool. It's a lot chewier than I imagined it would be, so forgive me, this may take a moment. I'm very much loving the salted caramel craze that is sweeping the nation, because if you are a fan of savory and sweet and just earthy flavors, I mean... this cannot be beat. This is some awesome chocolate right here. And the next time I go to Carmel by the sea, I will be hitting up Lula's Chocolates if I can find it. Really good, again. Sweet, savory, salty, awesome. Loving it. Let's try with this wine here. Normally, I'm not a big fan of chocolate and wine unless you're dealing with ports. And unless you're dealing with, usually I like dark chocolate with ports. This wine's all right. I mean, the residual sugar and the juiciness factor that's in this Coastal Crush Red right here, it really is working well and playing nicely with the salty and savory characteristics of that caramel from Carmel by the Sea. And I really do appreciate that pairing, and I really am glad they suggested it too. I mean, the wine by itself, again, I'm putting it in that 85-pointer type of range, give or take, depending on how you're feeling. But the pairing I got to give a 90. I mean, the pairing knocked it out of the park. So, I mean, if you're picking up this bad boy, and let's say maybe you're at Trader Joe's, you could also pick up, they've always got like salted caramels there. Try that pairing and see what it's like. And I guess if you're, around, try that Lula's chocolates, because that's some good stuff too. I don't know what else to say. I mean, the wine's good. These chocolates are great. The pairing is awesome. I still got this button. But then again, maybe you could have this button. I just thought of a contest, right? Leave a comment below. The comment that makes me laugh the hardest, I will contact you and I will send this your way. Will you be my coastal crush? Everybody, stay rad.